So without any further ado, to get you on the show floor, welcome to Automation Fair.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our live stream. I'm Juliana Ackerbloom, and I'm so excited to be streaming live today to give you a sneak peek of our Automation Fair Summits. Can you believe that we'll all be heading to Automation Fair in Boston in just about 2 weeks? I know, we're all getting really excited for the many things to see and learn at Automation Fair, and the summits are definitely a must-see this year. So first of all, the good news is, if you haven't registered yet, there's still time. And then as soon as you register, you'll be able to add summits to your agenda. Now, summits are new this year, and I'm sure many of you are curious to know more about the summits before you lock them into your schedule. And if that's the case for you, then you're in luck, because I've gathered some of our experts to give you an inside look at what we'll be sharing at the Automation Fair Summits this year. With me today is Dan DeYoung, VP of Product Management at Rockwell Automation, Ara Saranian, VP of Product Management at Plex, Alessandro Maciello, Customer Sustainability Commercial Lead, and Shannon Fuse, Director of Product Management for Process Control. Dan, Ara, Alessandro, Shannon, thank you all for joining me today. And I want to take a moment to thank our live stream viewers for watching. We're about to dive into some detail about what you'll see in the Automation Fair Summits, and this is your chance to bring up any questions you have about the summits or share what you're interested in seeing at the summits. So please don't hesitate to jump in the chat, and we love hearing from you. If you're still trying to wrap your head around the summits and are curious if they're going to fit into your schedule, these are half-day experiences perfectly curated for focus areas in original equipment manufacturers, or OEM, Plex, environmental, social, and governance, or ESG, and process solutions user group, also known as PSUG. We love acronyms. These summits will provide exclusive access to keynote speakers, subject matter experts, roundtable sessions, and other breakouts that aren't available in the general course catalog. And you'll have plenty of time for focus, conversations during the summit networking, lunch, and evening hospitality. All right, let's get into it because we have so much to cover today. Dan, let's start with you. Thanks again for joining me to chat about the OEM Leader to Leader Summit.
Of course, I'm happy to be here, Juliana.
Now, who will get the most value from attending the OEM Leader to Leader Summit, and why is it important to include the OEM Summit in their Automation Fair plans?
You know, the leaders of machine and equipment building companies with an interest in connecting with other OEM leaders, as well as Rockwell Automation leaders, I think will see the most value from this session.
Interesting. And what will attendees of the OEM Summit take away from the session?
The attendees of the OEM Leader to Leader Summit will receive great insight from the summit. Participants will hear an overview of Rockwell Automation's vision for innovations that support and enable OEMs to achieve success throughout the machine design, development, delivery, and services lifecycle. They'll have an opportunity to engage in dialogue with OEM colleagues around themes such as digital design and commissioning, leveraging machine-produced data to offer more value to your end customers, addressing challenges posed by labor shortages and skills gaps, building successful aftermarket service offerings, and winning at end customer accounts focused on smart manufacturing. We'll spend some time highlighting the steps Rockwell Automation has taken to bolster our supply chain resilience, and lastly, how to get the most out of your Automation Fair experience.
Wow, that sounds like it's going to be a really great opportunity for attendees, and that they'll come out of the summit with a ton of valuable information that they can take back to their organizations. Now, Ara, let's turn it over to you. Thanks for joining me today. I'm really looking forward to talking about the Plex Summit.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Juliana.
So Aura, let's give our live stream viewers a glimpse of what they'll take away from the Plex Summit at Automation Fair. Can you tell our live stream viewers who will get the most value from the Plex Summit?
Yeah, so the Plex Summit is a great event for Plex customers and prospects to engage with each other and the product management team. Here, attendees will learn about the latest advancements with Plex Smart Manufacturing Platform, gain valuable insight on what is coming down the road for product improvements, hear from our customer support team about ways we're improving our approach to customer support, and also celebrate with Plex on recent wins and implementations that bring in more Plex community talent to the organization. We're also going to have our customer impact awards to deliver to very deserving organizations.
That's great. It sounds like everyone who attends, from the customer to the prospect, will find this beneficial. And who doesn't love customer impact awards? So lots to look forward to there. Now, what are some of the main takeaways that attendees will walk away from the Plex Summit with?
Yeah, sure. So the main takeaway that I hope customers get is the feeling of connection. Plex is connected to our customers, and we value the insight and camaraderie. There's also a theme of connection in the future product strategy and leveraging technology to connect people, processes, and data. Finally, myself and my fellow Rockwell Plexians are looking forward to connecting with some customers that we haven't seen in a while and making new connections with those that have recently joined the Plex community.
That's such an important point to highlight. You know, with so many of us remote or not on site interacting with each other as much as we usually want to, this is a great chance to connect with both old and new faces. So now let's discuss the ESG Summit with Alessandro. Alessandro, can you tell our viewers a little about the ESG Summit, who should attend, how our attendees can get the most value from it?
Yeah, absolutely. It is going to be critical and very important for most of our attendees to be there because they will have the opportunity to have customers as well as partners sharing their perspective on what is that they are doing with respect to ESG, on helping their customers and their suppliers to move towards their net zero journey.
Interesting. And, hearing success stories from customers is the best way to do it. So in today's business landscape, environmental, social, and governance criteria are gaining immense importance, right? With that importance in mind, why is it critical for all attendees to make plans to join the ESG Summit?
Well, again, it's going to be I believe, a very important session because experts and VPs as well as leaders from different companies will be there to share their story. And I think it's going to be a good opportunity for whoever will attend to join forces, collaborate, and network to really understand how together we can really bring, and get that success in achieving really a net zero strategy.
Interesting. And that's definitely going to be valuable for everyone attending. All right, so let's move on to the Process Solutions User Group Summit, also known as PSUG, and we're going to talk with Shannon about that. Shannon, thanks for joining me.
Sure, thanks for the opportunity.
So I know that in years past, we've had the 2-day PSUG event, but this year it looks a little different. Can you share what's new and what the attendees can expect to see at the PSUG Summit?
Yeah, this year the Process Solutions Summit will continue to focus on the process topics that our past attendees have enjoyed while making the event, its content, and the social interactions with other process automation users more accessible to our Automation Fair attendees. This provides the opportunity for the Automation Fair attendees to engage deeper with our process industry specific content.
That's great. And it's exciting that there's more opportunities this year for attendees to be part of all sorts of process industry specific topics. Now, can you talk more about why this year's PSUG Summit is a must attend event for our process customers?
Yeah, absolutely. The Process Summit will allow attendees to hear about trends in the process industries with a keynote from McKinsey. They will hear Rockwell's vision for core automation in industry-specific applications and share details of the next release of Plant PAX. Additionally, there will be several panel discussions with process automation users sharing their experiences.
How exciting. There is just so much to look forward to. And I don't know about you all, but I can't wait. So Dan, Ara, Alessandro, and Shannon, thank you so much for your time today and for sharing all of that information with our live stream viewers. And I want to thank everyone for watching. And if you haven't registered yet, you still can by clicking the link in this post or going to rok.auto.com. And once you register, you can start adding the summits to your schedule. Thanks all for watching, and we'll see you in Boston.